This is likely to be a little blurb that I'll regret. I'm thinking about human nature, humankind, the human condition, specifically about communism, and more specifically about human psychology. How that some people are conventional and others are unconventional. I'm trying to understand what is happening in the United States of America during the year 2008 and who this character Barack Obama is. But I know that civilizations come and go, and in the long range, in the big picture, it doesn't matter. Recently, cosmologists began to talk about dark matter and debated among themselves whether the universe would continue to expand infinitely or if it would slow down and stop expanding at some point. The latest news, which will be announced in some journal or the other, the Journal of Astrophysics or whatever, I don't know, in a couple of months, discloses the new theory that along with dark matter, there exists dark energy. In the big picture, not much matters, but I don't want to continually dwell on only the big picture because I'm human. And humans have emotions. Humans have a particular kind of brain. And like other animals, we seek to be content, happy, and secure, at peace. Dwelling on the big picture doesn't necessarily bring peace. Sometimes the big picture is frightening or disturbing or perplexing. So I don't exclusively dwell on the big picture, and I am not and choose not to be detached from human events. I choose not to be devoid of feelings. I choose to care because I wish to be happy. I am therefore constrained to comply to some extent, at least, to my human programming. I have to be human in order to be happy. I can't be a machine. I don't want to be a machine. I don't want to be pure logic. Pure logic doesn't necessarily lead to contentment. I frankly wish to be content. And so for that reason, I have decided that I will care about the welfare of the United States of America and humanity in general. Because that's how I get my jollies. But if I fail to save the world, I know that it really didn't matter after all. That's not much consolation. Because the discovery of if it's true, and I don't claim to understand these things. It's right on the boundary of my ability to grasp. But if there exists dark energy, the universe will continue to expand, which is impossible. But the existence of a boundary of the universe is also impossible. There are things, simply put, there are things beyond the ability of the human mind to grasp. I admit it. And when I look at the psychology of communist pawns who wish to destroy what I believe to be a good situation, the United States of America is, in my view, a good situation which should be preserved, not overthrown. In my view, communism is an illness, a plague, a destructive evil. And since I have chosen to remain attached, affected, concerned with human events, since I have chosen to have feelings, I am faced with this another paradox, the paradox of the human mind. And so far at this point, my theory is that all human beings are born either inside the box, quote unquote, or outside the box. Put another way, all human beings are conventional or unconventional. It is something that happens in the brain of a young child that makes that person a conformist or a person who is incapable of conformity. Some people are outside the box, are unconventional, and it is beyond their power to conform. They can't. And in my view, such people become mega criminals and or very powerful leaders because they are unaffected. They don't have a conscience. Their buttons are not pushed. They can't be manipulated the way a normal person can be, but they are able to manipulate others because they are outside looking in. They are outsiders. They observe human beings and study human beings. And, not to use a very pleasant word, but they become predators.